second hour, and you know what that means. In the studio, I have the pleasure of the band Revulsa. They're going to do some live music for us. How you doing, folks?
We're doing great,
Hello.
Scott. Thank you.
Doing great. Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it. All right, we got some great music to play for the next hour. What would you like to start out with?
We're going to start off with Gloves Are Off.
All right, take it away.
Baby, when I said I wouldn't play, you couldn't wait to start with me. Now it's safe to say I'm running up, I come up, and you know it's fun to be the one with the gun for a drum. Now you're hungry, I for young, just shut up. Funny how you thought I would've bucked the lady talking from the track, but so rough. You know it's even better, and it's wrong. Still, you ain't put a single lyric on a record, no. You know it ain't easy. Get ready to run. Get ready to run, with you to baby. Get ready to run. Oh, it's so easy, but you know I ain't the one. Get ready to run. Get ready to run. Get ready.
All righty. Gloves are off. Okay, what we usually do after the first song, we usually go around the room, we introduce ourselves. Keep in mind, some of our streaming channels are just audio only, so it makes sense to explain what you do there. Starting with you, sir, on the guitar.
My name is Joe Kupski, and I play lead guitar and background vocals in Revulsa.
All right.
My name is Esley Faye, and I am the vocals.
Okay.
My name is Gavin Walters. I do rhythm guitar and do background vocals sometimes.
Sometimes, when they let you.
Right.
When you're a good boy.
Exactly. I'm in charge of it.
When it's absolutely necessary.
You have no other choice, right?
That's
so
right. Last resort.
it's outlined in contract.
He's voluntold.
It's all good, yeah.
Paid by the word.
All right.
I'm James Thompson. I play the bass.
Okay.
I am Leo Mitchell III, and I'm on percussion.
Not just Leo Mitchell, but the third, huh?
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting. I'm not making this up either. Sometimes every once in a while we'll get a drummer in here, and they are like a third. And I don't know where that connection is, but
We're just awesome.
yeah, so awesome 3 times, right?
Yep, 3 times the awesome.
All right, Leo. And you, sir?
I'm Drew Heyman. I'm on the keyboard and occasional backup vocals as well.
Okay. So keep in mind, I'm going to have to remember all these names. Usually I only have to remember 4, so it's going to be tough tonight to 6.
We're putting you on the spot there.
That's
Scott.
right, you know. As we were talking about,
Okay, can you hear me? I'm Drew Heyman on keyboard.
okay.
Oh, there we go.
I heard him
I heard
perfectly.
him.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I heard myself.
Hey, Alan, can I get? Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
All right. Hey, anyway, Alan, can I get my guitar up a little bit in the heads? Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So, why don't we do another song?
All right. We're going to start with Dirk.
We're gonna do Lurk. This one was actually off of our last album that we did. And funny thing about this song is that another song that we're doing later on in the night, those 2 songs I actually wrote at the exact same time, and I flipped them like 3 or 4 times to figure out which song was going to be Lurk and which one was going to be the other song.
That is
so
true.
There's
I
a
couldn't
little
confirm
bit.
that.
There's a little bit of like parts that are in there that were like originally in one that are now in the other, and sometimes it just works that way. But
Interchangeable.
it
Look.
totally was, and actually, like the other song was the bridge in the other song was part of this song. And the bridge that is in this song was actually part of that one. So
You just accidentally played them like that. Don't try to cover it up.
Well, it's crazy. The last album we did, we literally recorded everything like 3 times because COVID ended up happening, and then we ended up going, okay, well, you know what, we're kind of stuck here doing nothing, so why don't we just go and reapproach this whole album? And we ended up like recording it once as demos, recording it again, not liking how it sounded, and then going, hey, you know what, let's do it a 3rd time because you know why not? I got all the time in the world.
Alrighty. So let's do Lurk.
It was me back at the scene of your bed. We were free, but you won't get out of my head. I just wait for you to let me in. Let me be. I'm the only thing you'll ever need. It's darkness and light, the promises you hide from the freak deep inside of your mind. Baby, baby, can't you see it's ecstasy? Baby, baby, can't you see me, baby, as we love, locked in a way everywhere, ready to watch the burn. Corrupt the propriety, gives me the night as we dip through the night as we burn. Too hot, ready to burn. I love the way you make me hurt, fighting to make love. Pray for your touch, you say I'm alive for your love. Oh, yeah.
All right. So the name, where did that come from?
Oh, well, I wanted something that sounded like super evil. And I felt like Revulsa was a good name. The capital A is for Ashley because that's the first letter of my name.
Okay.
So, yeah, so we went with that.
All right. So it was your idea. You could take the credit or the blame. Depending.
I let me and Joe think that like we both came up with it, but yeah, it was really me.
Yeah, it was really her idea. Honestly, like we've been, Ash and I have been working on this project now for 13 years. This kind of incarnation and lineup, that this has actually just happened in the last year and a half, and this is really kind of our first year that we've been out live playing a lot of these songs. This originally was kind of a solo project idea that Ash had for kind of creating like this storyline for this character, Revulsa. And then it ended up evolving kind of into this band project that we've been doing now. And now we're working on our third album, and we've lucky to run into these guys back there, and they've taken it to a completely new level with the music. And honestly speaking, it's beyond our dreams of what we could have done. We thought we would make like one album, and then if it did something, we'd see. But honestly, it's gone very far, and we're very excited to be here because this is the first time really that we can share this music that we've been working on for like so long finally out to the public.
Absolutely, yes.
Nice. So how did these gentlemen come about?
Well,
I mean, in 5 minutes or less,
I mean, well, I started off as a baby.
the third.
The third in the line of Leos.
That's right. I actually knew Leo in high school, and we were kind of in the same friend group, but not really, and now we're really good friends, and he's our drummer. Joe, you want to start with Gavin?
Gavin, actually, I knew from school, and he is here. I asked him, hey, you should play guitar for us, because he was putting like a bunch of like guitar stuff on social media and Snapchat. I'm like, you're pretty good. You should come join us. And he hopped on board, and then James came along with Gavin a little bit down the road and was like, hey, I know this dude that plays bass, and he's really, really talented, and he like records all this music and does like sync music and symphony music and all that, and it's just like a prodigy of Ableton and creating a whole bunch of stuff. You play like what, 11 instruments?
Yeah.
Oh, is
I
that
don't even
all?
know how many I play.
Slacker.
I know, right?
Good Lord.
I lost count.
Is it all string instruments or other stuff too?
I play harmonica too.
Okay.
Drums a little bit. I'm not as good as him, though.
Well, nobody's as good as Leo.
That's right. He's the third for a
Yeah,
reason.
I have to be a third to be that good, I guess. Yeah, no, I play mainly string instruments like banjo, guitar, bass.
Yeah, I'm not so much now. It's hard to play with my fingers, but I was the same way. If you could give me something with strings, and I could figure it out.
Yeah.
Never could get the hang of drums, though.
Same.
I've got rhythm. I've got the rhythm, definitely, 100%. But that multitasking, I just can't do it.
You see,
Can't either.
it's funny you say that, because when it comes to like guitar, I'm sitting here like, wait, I have to like do like what? To make just a C major chord? What? And I'm sitting there like, I couldn't do it. Like, I just didn't have the fingers. They're not like, I couldn't get, I've tried, but like,
Just won't work.
it's just, my fingers are, not to sound funny, but I got like fat fingers that are short.
Yeah.
So,
So you were just meant to take your limbs and just go to town.
yeah. And sadly, I cannot play and talk though. Like, it's pretty bad. Like, it's
so
like
you-
100%.
So you'll never be a Phil Collins. Then.
I mean, I'm trying. Like, if I'm playing like a real simple, like just like a backing beat, I can maybe do like a ooh,
Yeah.
or something in the background.
But if it's got words, that's
Yeah, if you got me doing anything with any kind of like syncopation or sustenance to it, I'm a struggle. even if I'm just like doing like one.
He says that, but he's playing In the Air Tonight, like he's air drumming.
Oh
every
yeah,
single way.
that's the finale.
Every time he's on his way back home from practice, he's doing that. And then Drew Heyman here on keyboards. Ash was.
I was in choir with Drew,
Yeah.
actually. So we were in varsity choir together, and he joined us, about half a year ago? A little over half a year ago?
I don't know.
February.
Time's running. What
Yeah.
was it, about a half year?
It was
Yeah, it's
February
been
this
about
year.
that long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Time flies.
So just getting started then.
that's right.
Absolutely. We got a little bit of wind now behind our sails after doing this for over a decade. It's kind of like, we might as well just start over and pretend that the last 13 years didn't happen. But we got all this music,
Yeah, but everybody has their origin story though, and
That's
you
right.
have that. So
Of course.
all right, why don't we do another one?
All right. This is Pleasure Island.
Don't know how to man, but never know who's missing you tonight. A picture in your hand with your whole life in a shot to bed. Whatever time up to just make a dance. Standing might have standing in back of the door. Super over with that booty dance. Don't come back in this town, baby. Look good, tired, please nothing tonight. Don't come back in this town, honey. When your night has come to life. Deep up that big living haters, put on that I want to get to run the world and make it mine. Got no worries, got no strife, ain't because you want my life. Even if I was still unsigned. Play money in your hand with this, don't tell the truth, you can't be the face of everything you never had. I'll take it far, but it's not the center, ooh la la. I'll see what I can have had. Don't come back in this town, baby. Look who's trying to think something tonight. Don't come back in this town, honey. You're the kind now. You're part of the inside, baby. How does it feel to be so proud inside? Here's looking at you now, honey. You're a nightmare come to Spot myself on my thoughts to see I kiss goodbyes with Stephanie. Time on my lover, she was right. Don't come back in this town, baby. Look who's dying, just one more
So you mentioned earlier, Ashley, you're talking about you're going for like an evil thing, and I see, of course, you have that attire this evening.
Thank you.
And I know it's not a stupid question because it's only 7 days away. I guess what I want to ask you is, as far as the evil goes, are we talking about more like in maybe the witch category or like supervillain, maybe?
I would like to do both if I can in this lifetime. I think that would be really sweet.
Yeah, well, that can be done today. I mean, if you see the shows that you're watching today on streaming, I don't know if you folks are probably familiar. I like to watch The Boys, Umbrella Academy.
Boys.
Oh,
It's
don't get
my
us started. She's
favorite.
going to go
I'm
on for
so
like
glad.
3 hours.
Yeah.
I
about
love
this.
The Boys. Yes, I watch that show all the time.
5 hours later.
Oh, no, that is an awesome show. It's originally done by a creator named Garth Ennis
Okay.
from the comics.
Yes.
And he's noted for doing other things, including, I don't know if you've heard of Preacher. There's another show called
think
that.
so.
Check that out if you ever
Oh
get a
wait, no. Yes, I have. Yes, I,
I
have.
remember Preacher.
Yes.
Oh, I
did
thought
you
you said
catch out?
Reacher.
Did you check out Gen V then? Did you watch
What's-
Gen V? The spin-off
Yeah.
of The Boys. Did you like it?
Yeah.
I just
It's a very-
discovered it not about 2 months ago, and I was so excited because I was obviously sad that we had to wait on season 5, and I found that, and I was like, oh my god, this is so good. I think there was 2 seasons total, or maybe it was 1, but it was so good. I
Oh
loved
yeah,
it.
I think there's another one coming, but that's all the brainchild of Garth Ennis.
Amazing.
Came from the comics originally. Him and Neil Gaiman back in the day, they were the shit, both of them.
Yeah.
All the stuff that they created, but
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I could see it.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a superhero, like super villain costume you have there.
Yeah, anti-hero if people don't want to label me as a bad person.
One of the things that we did when we were starting off this project and all that is that we wanted to create, music that we wanted to hear. That was really our idea. And it's like the worst question that we always get from people is always, who do you think you sound like? And it's like,
What genre are you?
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
We
I
get
can't
it.
answer it.
We get it every
never know
time,
the
and it's
answer.
just like, you know what? We don't sound like anybody else. We sound like us. And honestly speaking, we never set out to sound like anyone else. We actually started doing this because we're like, okay, you know what? If we wanted to hear something on the radio, this is kind of like what we want to hear. And then like Ash and I came from completely different schools of thought. Like Ash was a classically trained vocalist.
Yes.
And I was like a rock and roll kid in the garage. And it just was like, for us, what can we get with the sound? We're taking both of these things and like putting them together in a way that doesn't sound like Meatloaf,
Yeah, we only duked it out a couple times, so
Only.
we're proud of that.
You survived that. You're still together.
We still are. We still
That's
are.
right,
We're
that's right.
nuts, but we're still here, but it's a good kind of crazy,
Yeah, well, that's going back to the old school. Like when I was growing up and when I was listening to music as a kid, and when I got a little bit older, there was no reason or desire to put it in one category or one genre.
Exactly.
It wasn't until much later that record labels had to say, well, you're rock or you're metal or you're punk or you're this or you're that. And it almost all blended together,
Yeah.
All the songs that came back out in my time, whether it was Parliament Funkadelic or it was Black Sabbath or it was
George
I was
Clinton
gonna say
in here.
these guys are loving it right now.
or if it was Bachman Turner Overdrive. It's just it was all like rock in its sense, but it was in its own categories.
Yeah.
If you couldn't tell the difference between those groups, then you had no musical ear.
Well, it's really interesting, talking about how the music industry kind of has gone and how if it really even exists at this point. I mean, it's kind of like more or less a Wild West show as far as how it exists in the form of streaming, that anybody can pretty much put anything out there.
Oh, they own the music now, though.
Yeah.
Spotify and all those other,
Oh, I can get on a whole soapbox about that. but-
Oh yeah, we could be here till midnight on that
Yeah,
one.
I can. But what's very interesting is actually like the next song we're going to do. Funny that we bring that up. The next song that we're going to do is called "On Something," and we actually wrote that kind of about the sleazy interaction that I think every musician has had in this industry at some point. Somewhere down the road, you always come up with somebody, usually who has less of a pot to piss in than we do, and throw it out the window that says, "Oh, I can do this for you if you just do this or do that." And man, do they exist! Especially, I don't know, like filmmaking too.
Yeah, so
But
we
that's-
just like to do what we can ourselves.
So.
Awesome. So On Something.
That's right. Let's go. You think that love was just a lie? Do
doing it all for the closest, baby. This world's ready for you and I. Now the press is clicking, it's showtime, baby. Tell me what you think, tell me who you know, what you're gonna do with the things to bring now, baby. Such a sexy lady, take it off and you'll make us crazy. I don't wanna stop you that, saying all the best flowing that. Without me and knowing that I'm your friend, you must be on something. Be on something. You must be on something. Yeah. You must be on
So I'm going to ask you this now. As far as like anybody that wants to get a hold of your music, listen to it, where, how, all that good stuff. How many releases? The whole 9 yards?
You can find us pretty much on every digital platform that's out there. Our website is www.revulsa.com. We are on Spotify, Apple Music, gosh, what's out there now? Deezer, Pandora.
YouTube.
YouTube, yep, YouTube we are on. TikTok in some capacity we're on, though I have no idea how the hell to do that. But
I don't know how that works either.
it's
You tick, then you talk.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's about it. So yeah, we're pretty much out there. Like if you just type in Revulsa, we are the only Revulsa as far as I know.
Yeah, and it's spelled with the capital A?
with a capital A.
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
So that's easy to find then. All right. And how many tracks are out there? You said you got more than one release,
We
right?
have 3 albums. No, 2 albums. 2 albums.
An EP.
and like a bunch of singles that are scattered in between there. So there's about 13 years of music that is out there for y'all to enjoy.
I think it's
Okay.
a 20. I'm pretty certain it's 27 tracks. If you
27?
go on Spotify, don't
Yeah.
quote me, but I believe
Yeah,
that
we-
is
It's
what it
almost
is.
a career in many cases.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
bands,
you know, we've
Yeah,
been
almost
very,
there.
we've been very blessed to be able to write this much music and still, be able to do this and continue to write the way that we do, and now bringing new blood into this project, all with their own talents and their own kind of, what they bring to the table. I think
Possibilities are endless.
It is. It just keeps
And
going.
being able to like write to our third album that we're working on right now, it's really cool to get everyone's input. And I just want to say I love you guys. I really appreciate you and what you bring. So it's such a pleasure working with them. So
Nice. Okay. All right. So it's still basically the two of you that come up with the lyrics, you and Joe, or
Yeah, for the most part. What we've done this album, the last album we did, which was called Creep, which is what Lurk and On Something we're both on, was a very kind of, it was a topical album, but we did it in a way that was kind of tongue-in-cheek, that it sounded like modern radio. So it was very synthy, very like polished. And this album that we're currently working on, which the song we opened, Gloves Are Off, is opening to that album. And the song that we're going to do next is actually our next single off of that album. So we're going to debut that tonight.
world premiere, I always call it that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
this
right.
is going to be definitely the opposite of going polished. What we've done with this album is we wanted to write the music as live as possible, go to the studio, record it as live as possible, the way bands used to do
That's
it.
the guy you want to talk to if that's what you want. That's his thing.
We've been working that way, and honestly, since we've gotten these guys in the band, it's so much smoother, especially when you have people in the room that are like, no, that's a bad idea.
and instead of us racking our brain on our own, we can include
Right.
them now.
It's a lot easier when you have 4 other people that are now in the band that you can basically sit there and take the blame and
That's right.
share
Spread the
praise.
blame a little.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
That's cool. All right. So this next one is a newer one and less polished.
That's right. It's called Talking to Trees.
I used to do that at times, but that's another story.
Yeah.
Give you a light, I give you a new world. Give me inside and I'll be your dream girl. Young and alive, we say what you were.
right, Revulsa. So, you folks have any live shows coming up anytime soon? Anytime in the
We actually are at the end, I think, of our live for this year. We're gonna
Really?
work on the album a little bit. We are gonna do the show here, and then I am actually graduating school, so I'm going
congrats.
to do that. So
Yeah.
I will be doing that in December, hopefully, if I make it.
He will. He'll
survive.
be-
If
Yeah, so I will be graduating.
You'll prop him up on stage for that.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely,
Absolutely.
absolutely, and I'll be able to like hold up my degree and be like, I did it.
I'm gonna be up there with this diploma and be like, I did this too.
Yeah. So I will do that, and then I will be while we're working on the album, starting grad school because why not?
Why the hell not? Yeah.
Absolutely,
We're
get that
proud of him.
MBA.
Yeah.
That's where the fun begins. Grad
Absolutely.
school.
Well, I'm going for clinical counseling, so
I did.
Oh, sick! I need a new counselor.
I did psychology, clinical health psychology.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what my undergrad's going to be. My undergrad's in psychology with a minor in linguistics.
Okay.
So,
So, ultimately, are we talking about dealing with people with more serious issues then?
yeah, I was going to go into mental health counseling, but I'm really, really kind of passionate about motivational psychology. And I was kind of really looking at bridging the gap and going into, maybe going into occupational in a way and working with people, working with performance anxiety, especially with doing this, performance anxiety, making goals, those kind of aspects of it.
Yeah, and not you folks necessarily. I don't mean that, but musicians in general. All the issues that they may or can have.
Yeah, especially, and it's funny because we were just talking about this, and it's kind of sad to see still in 2024 the number of musicians, especially that have made it to the pinnacle, that are still committing suicide, and that to me I think is glanced over. I think when it comes down to the suicide awareness, I think veterans and musicians are the two overlooked populations at all times when it comes to that. And I don't think that they get the resources that they need oftentimes. And, here in the music business, they kind of look at us like, oh, well, it's drugs. Well, it's not always drugs. There's other issues and other pressures, especially nowadays, considering that, as we said, there's not really an industry where you can make money. It's
No,
and
no.
then
And then there's not the support either, although I highly recommend. There's a gentleman that's in a band called Electric Six, and he runs something called Passenger Recovery out of Hamtramck.
Wow.
And he's a seasoned veteran of being a musician and knowing what it's like to be on the road. And, well, you have your issues, and they're a lot harder to deal with when you're on the road than when you're at home and you don't have the support.
absolutely.
That's
So that's what that whole thing is about. But if you ever get a chance to look it up, because it kind of fits into what we've just been talking about, counseling.
And what is it called?
Passenger Recovery.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it's based out of Hamtramck.
Okay.
And again, the gentleman is in a band called Electric Six. These guys it's one of those things where they're not huge in Detroit, but they can tour all around the country.
That's
they
great.
They do tours in Europe all the time, and they
Wow.
sell out and all that stuff.
That's
They're
amazing.
big.
That is
But
so cool.
more than one member, including himself, they know what it's like being on the road when you're dealing with demons that you can't,
It's such an important cause,
Mhm.
of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And, I have to say honestly, too, after we do this next song, we're going to, we lost a friend this past weekend.
A
so I
very,
wanted-
very dear friend.
I'm sorry to hear
Cor-
that.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Corey
Thank you.
Hayes was our impromptu band manager, our bouncer, just anything under the
Hype
sun.
man,
Hype
number
He
one
was.
super fan,
He took
And-
he came to our first show and
photographer.
took all of our pictures, and he was a really good friend of mine, and I know his family's watching. I just want to say I love you guys, and Donna, please recover. We love you. We're thinking about you. We're thinking about everybody in the Hayes families, and we would love to dedicate what we did here tonight to Corey and his family, because
Please do.
I know he wanted to be here, man. So
He's up there smiling, watching it right now.
absolutely, absolutely.
And he's still cheering.
semicolon for him.
And he's
go.
still cheering you on.
There we go.
Awesome.
There we go.
For Corey. All right.
So-
That's right, Corey Hayes. That's right.
We're gonna do.
Hoorah.
We're gonna do actually the first single off of our upcoming album. This is a song that we actually wrote in downtown Detroit at a little place called the Candy Bar. I think it's the.
Oh goodness, yes.
Yeah, and honestly speaking, if you have been there, you know what I'm talking
That
about.
place is like catnip to him. He talks
Okay.
about it all
so,
the time.
basically speaking, you walk into this lounge. It's at the Siren Hotel, if anybody's familiar with it. And you walk in, and there's this gigantic frickin' disco ball on the ceiling. The lounge is probably no bigger than this room.
Yeah, this room is
And-
bigger
yeah.
for sure.
And, it's very 1930s, 1940s. And basically, it's just an acid trip out of control the entire time you're in there because everybody is wearing all these bright, like, colors. It's very, very just, the disco ball is way too close. I'm sorry.
Oh,
it's
man.
way too
I would
close.
have flashbacks. So
Right.
that's-
He does have flashbacks. That's why we're talking about
yeah,
it right now.
the entire time that I was sitting there, and I didn't have a single drink that night, and I was just like, at all times.
Yeah, they were all doubles.
Yeah. So the one thing about this song, the song is called Another Life, and I just kind of had this real crazy moment of clarity while I was there that we have all these people in this room, these 40-some people that are in this room that all have different lives that are all the main character of their lives. And they all have this narrative in their head where everything revolves around them. And at that one moment in time, all of these people are in this one spot, all doing the same thing. And I just thought, what a strange kind of duality of living that, here we are living our own life, traveling our own kind of journey here, and we have people that are sometimes paralleling it, sometimes not. And that's kind of what the song is about.
All right.
Every time you cross my mind, a voice calls out, but it's not yours or mine. Oh, the perfect life, but in another life, you would be mine, but not this time. Drips all repose, the bubbles go right to your nose. You laugh, oh, you're such a pretty girl. But in another life, you'd still be fine, but not tonight.
So, if you don't mind, you can indulge us. I'm looking at the list there, of course. I take it that you wanted to do that last one for the finale.
Of course, yes.
And then if we could squeeze at least one more in to fill in the rest, that's all right. You guys figure out like a Another
Do you,
track.
do you guys want to do a cover?
That's cool too. I mean,
You want to do? We can do "Lonely as the Night."
Okay.
Do a little bit of Billy Squire. Oh, I think we could do that. We can do that. You know, let's. You know what? Before I put my guitar away, then let's do that one.
yeah, let's have some fun. Not that we haven't been having fun already, but yeah,
Of course.
let's keep on having fun.
Okay, hold up. You know what? Actually, let's say this. Do you want to do Billy Squire or do you want to do Rhiannon? Because Halloween's right around the corner.
Oh,
You know.
Yeah.
Do you want to do Rhiannon?
I'm okay with doing Rihanna.
Everybody fine with that?
Yeah, I think I know
Okay.
that one a little better than
Drew, you okay with that?
Lonely as the Night.
Okay.
All right. Let's Drew Heyman on the piano intro. Let's see how we
Nice.
do with this.
So I
gonna
know
start us
he
out.
likes it.
Oh, I did practice.
You can do it. Take a deep breath. We're good. It's all. It's
We've
just live
actually-
TV.
We've
that's all.
actually only done this like one time before, so you know, let's try it. Why not? Why not? Let's see what
only-
happens.
There's only 100 million people watching.
No problem.
No pressure.
You'd be fabulous.
Recruiters, scouters, talent agents, everybody.
All righty. Well, forgive us if we make any mistakes, because we've only done this one time before, but let's try it.
Rhiannon rings like a bell through the night. Wouldn't you love to love her? Choose her life like a bird in flight, and you will be her lover. All your life you've never seen a woman taken by the sky. Where would you stay if she promised you to heaven? Would you even try? And he said, Rhiannon, don't go. And he said, Rhiannon, stay. And he said, I still cry out for you. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Rhiannon rings like a
All right, you both passed the test. Drew, excellent intro.
Oh, thanks.
I got a little bit of goosebumps there. Stevie would be proud.
Thank you.
I'm glad you picked that one. That's awesome.
Us too.
Figured it would work a little bit better for Halloween, you know.
Yeah, it is an amazing, amazing
Though
song.
I'm sure there's about like 4 people right now that are going to shoot us for not doing Billy Squire. I love that song.
Next time. All
That's
right.
right. That's right.
This is where I test my brain, folks. All right, Joe, Ashley, James, Gavin, Leo, not just Leo, but Leo the Third, and Drew. Thank you so much for coming down and playing for us. I appreciate it.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
You know,
Welcome. Thank you for having us.
I still have a few brain cells left.
That's
Yes.
good. That's good.
That's important. You know, just need at least a couple to talk to each other.
So we'll do one more, and I'm going to sign off, and you can finish it off.
We want to dedicate this one to our friend Corey Hayes. This song is called Rings of Saturn.
We love you, Corey.
December rain is coming down. The world teardrops hit hollow ground. All it's quiet throughout this town. Angels' feet have left the
Thank you.